All right, welcome to Dino Rex again. We're gonna do part two of how to avoid real pill men and the terminology that we use. Um, the list we used that we got to yesterday was really nice. I think it's good that we finish it off. I'm back here with my nephew Malachi. Let's get after it. All right, I think we left off at Alpha.
Yeah, we did. Number 8.
All right, Alpha. Hmm. All right. Why would she want to avoid saying alpha? Because alpha dictates just that a man understands the strength in man and that he's supposed to be a dominating man. Maybe she don't want to hear it, but I bet you all women want an alpha man. It don't make like maybe she don't wants a man to exhibit alpha traits but never say the word.
Mm-hmm.
Be like the same, just walk around like I'm that motherfucker, I'm him,
Exactly.
and I'm really Timothy, but just never fucking say that shit. Maybe that's where she coming from.
It's like once you say it and they know that you realize it, then it becomes an issue.
Yeah, it's almost like because it seems it's you coming off as cocky instead of confident.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to state something that you already are.
Yeah,
So maybe that's where she's coming from. But I'll tell you right now, all women like alphas. So she may not like the word, but she definitely likes the person.
for sure.
Right? Yeah. All right. Now, good guy is a touchy term. Like I said before, good guys hold the mirror to women. They always have, and that's why women don't like good men. Women like nice men. Those nice men are fucking simps, man. They cucks. They like nice men because nice men would be like, "Oh my god, I put you on a pedestal. I'll do anything I want for you." They love nice guys, but good men don't do that. Good men are like, "I'm not doing that."
Nice guys are like simps. They're just easy to take advantage of because they'll sacrifice anything and everything to get attention or play or whatever they're seeking.
Yeah, like so, I can see why she would consider good guy a red flag because that means she has to hold herself accountable, and especially if the women have a tough time dealing with when the man is a better person than they are. I've
Mm.
noticed that when I date girls where I'm like my morals, my principles, the way I live my life is better than the way she lived hers. She takes it as an affront to her so personally.
Because they normally, or not they, but like people normally want a project. It seems like
Yeah,
someone that they can change or fix or you
yeah,
know.
and this whole thing, like women don't want to be looked at as projects either.
Mm.
Like now you're the project. Like no, you need to change. Like something's wrong with your morals. They don't like that. And the good men will do that to you. They will do that to you. And a good woman will do that to you too.
Mm-hmm.
A good woman will point shit out to you quick about how you need to change. You know. So like, I can see why a good man would trigger her on this one. But that doesn't make it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All right, masculine and feminine. The masculine and feminine talks are always because there's a duality between masculine and feminine. And in all relationships I've ever seen that worked, men are men and women are women. You know what I'm saying? It's been that way since the dawn of time. It's that way with fucking birds and bees and fucking snakes and fish. Masculine and feminine and polarity is normal. And like I said, I have no need for having any feminine inside of me.
I see.
Like 0 percentages of that. I deal with masculinity in its purest form all day, whether I'm being a more nurturing and caring masculine to me being a more fierce and warrior masculine. But at the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, it's only directed within masculine. I like feminine women. I like women to be the complete opposite of me. You know what I'm saying? The women that don't compete with me, that look for leadership, will come to pour into, that are docile, that are cute, that are soft. I like that. So I speak on masculine femininity. I speak on polarity. I want things to work. And if
Mm-hmm.
a woman is in her masculine, I ain't dealing with her. I'm just ain't dealing. I'm not gonna try to change her either.
Yeah, and then I like to just keep on reiterating the fact that that doesn't mean you have to change what you are because it's all based off of preference. I feel like the point of the list that this creator made was to make people steer clear of of people with these like preferences. But I feel like what we're trying to do is elaborate on like I guess our side or just a man's side of these preferences and how they don't have to fit you.
Yeah. No, but like they don't have to fit you as a blanket. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with your partner, significant other, you're gonna fit somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And just figure you fitting in the right slot. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a masculine man, go find your feminine woman. If you're a masculine woman, understand that a masculine man is not gonna like you. He's not a masculine man will have sex with you. He will, but he's not going to keep for a relationship because combative sex is good. Combative relationships hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Or I don't know,
Exactly.
but it sounds right.
And then exactly.
So what? Now we're on number 11.
Yeah, sexual marketplace. Yeah, you must understand your sexual marketplace. I got to look into the camera when I say this. All women, you are not all tens. You're not. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with yourself. If you were a 10, you would be in Vogue. You would be a Victoria's Secret or Playboy something model. You're not all tens. Understand your sexual marketplace value. And that's the whole thing. Like, men know it. Men, we know what men. Our sexual our marketplace value is not based on looks. It's based upon our influence.
It's based on everything, really. It's a general picture.
You know, like we know, like I know I'm not finna go get no Holly Berry no in the situation I'm in, and nor do I expect it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be delusional. Be like, I deserve me.
Or I'm a 10, and you need to know that. You need to accept that.
Nigga, listen, baby girl. Yes, a motherfucker would wife you if you working at McDonald's or sleeping on your mama couch if you look good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't that girl that looked that good, please know it. Know it. Know it. Know you are not finna get $1 million man off your couch. You have to have this. You have to have the sexual market awareness to understand it about yourself. A guy knows that if he's sleeping in his mom's basement, he's not gonna be able to get a woman to have a child with him, unless he's a Pookie and Ray Ray. But that's a whole different story.
Right.
But most
that
men,
means you have something else.
well, you got something else. But in general, that's not happening. Men know, understand where your value in life, and the only people I know with overinflated values are women.
But yeah, the term sexual marketplace is it's like a self evaluation, really.
Yeah.
On both sides.
On both sides, yes. Yeah.
And the men who normally use this, this like terminology or this saying itself,
Yeah.
are actually saying, I guess, red pill.
And it's a simple scenario. When you go out into the world, what is attracted to you for a long term relationship? That's is what sets your sexual market value. It's not who can you have sex with, because that's nothing. Sex is fleeting. It's momental. But when it comes to your sexual market value, it's all based upon what can you attain for a long term relationship. Like, what women, like as a guy, what women are walking up to you and talking to you? What do they look like? Not the women you like.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what we're talking. We're talking what women. When you walk down the street, what women give you the time of day? What women give you the smiles? What women? Not the women you approach. That's different. No, the women that you walk down and she just naturally looks at you and smiles. That's your sexual market value. As a male, men, we know that. I know that when when I ain't got my shit together, what type of girls get at me. I know that when I'm hopping off my fucking car and shit, what type of girls get at me. It switches like that. But,
and then, like nowadays, I wouldn't even say the women that look at you. I'd say the women who give you the attention when you're trying to seek it. Like if I'm trying to ask somebody out, what type of girl is going to, I guess, accept my advances rather than just shooting me down?
Just shooting you down, yeah. And the girl that accepts your advances, that's your value. What she looks like, that's your sexual market value.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. For women, you got to look at it. You have to look at it the same way. Women got to look at sexual market value from, okay, I got this guy's attention because I know he wants to have sex with me. But that does not mean that that's my value because he wants to fuck me. My value comes when I want a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what guys are giving me a relationship? Not what guys are trying to fuck me. Now, from her point of view, I can see why she said that's a red pill. Because she doesn't want men to think that way. She doesn't want men to think about, like, oh, on the market, nigga, you can only get this guy. Why should I pay this prices when you should deserve this guy?
Mm-hmm.
That's why girls don't like sexual market value. Because all girls want 10 prices. They want a girl that is considered a 5 wants you to treat her like she's a 10. So she wants 10 prices. That's why they don't like sexual market value. But that's not true because I'm not treating.
Reality check.
Yes, already, and I'm not doing that because that means you're delusional. No man. And listen, if I'm gonna pay 10 prices, I'm gonna get a 10. I'm not gonna pay 10 prices for a 5. I'm just not happening. It's not happening. And if you expect that from me, then you're crazy. You're out of your mind. And so, in case in point, why they don't like sexual market value because they don't want real life identifiers of their value in life. They want to live in the delusion. The Lulu. You know, body count. Same thing as sexual.
It's a part of it. It's like if you have a high body count, people are not gonna want you. That's just normal.
Okay, but let's get into the net of why a body count matters, because you might have fucked somebody I knew. You might have fucked my boss. You might have fucked my father, my cousin, anybody. I need to know in my social circle that you fuck anybody that can come fuck with my money. It has nothing to do with being insecure. Men, we operate different in life. You know what I'm saying? There's certain circles I roll in that if niggas knew that my girlfriend was a hoe, they would not talk to me because that shows that I have low value.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You have to protect your fucking reputation. And if I go to a company event and you're on my arm, and then all of a sudden there's whispers going on around the room, and then I catch you in the bathroom and somebody like, dude, man, your girl was at a party and like she got ran through by like 10 guys. Nigga, I didn't know that, and I'm carrying you around like you were an upstanding woman. You should probably give a person information like that. That's why body count matters. And now I'm looked at as the fool in the room. And of course, you as a woman gonna be like, don't be insecure. They should mess my life, blah, blah, blah. But no, you don't understand. Your reputation means something.
Yeah, it's like the old saying, "You're the company you keep." Like,
You're the company
are
you
the
keep.
company you keep. But it's like 10 times more significant when the company that you're like when it pertains to someone that you're trying to commit your life to or pursue a relationship with. When it's just your friends can be changed, and it's easier to understand that I've known these guys for a long time. We're cool. They've gotten us some bad things, but it doesn't affect me. Now, when it's someone that you're actively seeking to build a relationship and build a life with, then you are really looked down upon as a person for accepting things that are seen as unacceptable.
I mean, like, guys absolutely not gonna sit there and take a girl seriously. She slept with every guy in the group.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it truly matters. And it can fuck up friendships. Wars have been fought over women. You know? Body count completely matters because it shows a woman's ability to show respect for herself. I don't ascribe to this hot girl summer or go through a whole phase. I don't think a woman got to do that. For what? What's the point of doing that? And plus, on top of that, men, I don't care if a woman has sexual experience. It doesn't matter. The least the sexual experience you have, the better. I can teach her. I can teach her how to please me. You know? So, like, no, body count completely matters. So, like, if she considers that a red flag, it's because you probably got a high body count, and you know that if you know in your heart, if you say that to a man, it's going to take away the probable suitors that you might want.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be on the list.
Exactly. It wouldn't be on the list. You know it's a problem. What's the next one? Leading?
You got that one.
Only masculine women have a problem with a man leading. Because they feel like they know better. And that only comes from, since they feel like they have the emotional maturity, that the more access to more fun in life, they feel like they have better advantages in life than men. So that takes them to think that they're better than men. But at the end of the day, they still want a masculine provider and protector. So it doesn't make any sense. That basically, when she's saying that leading is a red flag, she basically saying that she wants nothing more than a paycheck and a bodyguard. That's it. The man has no faculties or anything that's going on in her life. No faculty, anything that has any direction for his family. He just has to be there to pay all the bills and protect her if she get her ass smacked at a fucking club. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What man wants to be relegated to that? Our natural propensity as males is to lead. Lead ourselves and lead communities. It's either one. If we're going to lead in a bigger sense like a football coach or a president, or we're going to lead ourselves. But leading is very natural to us. That's why men are the lowest on government assistance programs. Men are the lowest of asking for handouts. Because at the end of the day, we want to always be like, I did it. Mm-hmm. I did it. Now, we're coming into a new age, we have a common men that are begging for handouts. And then you have what? The soft guy era. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not what we are. If you don't want men to lead, you're going to create men that depend on you. And you're not going to want to have sex with these men.
Because then they have no value.
They have no value. You will not do it. It's why there's so many stories of women and men finding out later on that the child is not theirs. Why? Because you were basically just a provider protector. What she wanted was a leader. So she had the kid with the leader, but the leader didn't want to commit to her. But you committed to her ass. So she got your ass. That's why leading is a problem for women. They love leaders. It's almost like Everything on this list is that she likes, but she's saying she don't like it, so she got to be accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she loves a leader. It's just that she has to be led, and that's the problem. She wants a leader, but doesn't want to be led.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense. 14. That's the one we couldn't read.
Oh yeah. So then we have what do you bring to the table? Number 15.
Oh no, it's okay for me to. Oh well, it looks like two O's, right?
I don't know, cause
It's
the
okay
D,
for me to.
whenever she puts a D, it's kind of low.
Yeah, it's like it's okay for me to not.
Date other women.
No, but
I think that's what it could be. It's okay for me to date other women.
it's okay for me to date other women. No, if you're in a monogamous relationship, we both.
Yeah,
agree
no,
with that.
but you know, like how they'll say how people like sometimes want a
Dude,
talking face to be exclusive, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think that's on both sides. If that is what it says, then that's on both sides. If you're not committed to each other, you're in a talking stage, you're in a dating stage.
Dating stage.
Then you can't
Courting
expect,
stage.
yeah, then you can't expect exclusivity or monogamy.
Yeah, but like, no, unless you guys
Establish
that we are only going to be monogamous towards each other, that's exclusively dating. Then that's okay. But I don't think in a general, it's not okay for me to see with another person. I understand as a man, I have urges that are insane, bro. And on top of all this, being a guy of some type of wealth and power, I get more attention from girls now than I got when I was lower. So like I can easily cheat. And on top of all that, there are girls that would cheat just to say that she slept with me. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have, like, this is what being a good man is. This is the morals. Bad men ain't gonna care. Bad men gonna sleep with them and be like, I don't give a fuck. Pookies and Ray Rays don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? This is what good men are for. I'm not gonna fucking do that shit. So it's not okay for me to sleep with other women. No, it's not, because like as we got back earlier, if you're the top guy and you're sleeping with all the women, then you're not giving the lower men a chance to have families. You know what I'm saying? The trickle down effect for family is not happening. That's why at the top guy, you have to be loyal, so everybody looked at you as the shining knight on the hill. Like, if they're being loyal monogamous, we all can be loyal monogamous. And then it teaches these delusional women that are fives that they can't get that guy.
Yeah.
You know? So it's real. I think the onus is on the man to not sleep around, even if he can. But I too believe a man should get to a point in their life to where he can. Like, to where the opportunity is always there, but you choose not to do it. Because to get to that opportunity, you have to be a certain sector, confident, successful, to get to a point where it's easy to cheat.
I see.
So I do encourage men, get to the point where it's easy to cheat.
But to the point where you have the discipline not to.
Not to do it. Just don't do it. Like, makes the energy and the attraction's always vibrant in your life. Because think about it, attractive energy just makes you feel good. Listen, when you walk through, say you walk into the hall of school, if you feel that every girl in that hall like wants to fuck you, it feels good. You know what I'm saying? You feel every girl smiling at you, it feels good. Now, if you got your girlfriend in your arm, it's still gonna feel good, but you have to honor your girl. Like, I'm not gonna sleep with them, and that it makes you.
That's another version of feeling good, because you feel good that, like,
integrity.
Despite all of this, I chose this person, and this person chose me.
Yes, that's integrity. Integrity is good. That's as let's go back to what she said about good guys. A lot of women ain't got integrity like that, because a lot of women live in out of sight, out of mind. Like, what stays in Vegas goes down in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Girls trips are girls trips. So like,
or then I have all this attention, so I should accept all of this attention.
Yeah, and plus, like, as a good man, like my last relationship, I told her, if you're gonna go travel by yourself, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. That's how I roll. I don't deal with you going out taking trips without me. By yourself, really? I don't trust that shit. I don't trust that shit at all. If you want to go to Vegas and girls trips, I don't trust that shit. If you want to be in a relationship, we're in a relationship so we can start a family going forward. If you still want to act like you single and independent, don't be with me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fuck with that. And that's good guy shit. Good guys hold people accountable to shit like that. Like, once you get in that's the thing. Once you get in a relationship with me, there's things you can't do anymore. But I have to choose the girl that's willing to cooperate with me.
Exactly.
Instead of like getting in a relationship with a girl and then trying to change her. That don't work. That don't work. That don't work for shit. And I think a lot of good men make that problem. They end up getting with like a promiscuous girl thinking they're gonna change her into a good girl. No, nigga, you dating a promiscuous girl. You should just left her promiscuous. Like, she's now what we call a fun girl.
A bop.
You know what I mean? I got bops in my life. Like I would never today. I don't be telling them like they that way. I'm not gonna say it outright.
Because that's just rude.
This is rude. I'm saying I'll keep everything light and fun and fun when we're together. And when we're together, we're together. And that's it. But we all know it's not a relationship. And nobody's asking for commitment.
And then we have, what do you bring to the table? Which I think we both agree that you're not going to hear that outright unless there's already doubt. Because the whole point of dating and being with somebody is to see what they're bringing, what if they're reciprocating what you're like.
Yeah, it's symbiotic. It's just, especially in this modern term where everybody has their own goals. Mm-hmm. What do you have in your life? What do I have in my life? Can we build it to do something together? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's what we bring to the table. Now, if you want to go into a traditional mindset, if you're a girl that's adamant about a man being in tradition, then he becomes the table because he has to bear the financial burden of everything. He is the table. What are you putting on there? At least you better put some love, some care, some sex, some nurturing, some peace, something, rub his feet, something, bring something that's gonna make all this work he's gonna have to do easier. Feel worth it. Yeah. Bring that to him. And if that's not the case, then you're going 50-50, and both of y'all make sure that y'all bring y'all halves and bring the consistency with happiness and joy. Like I said, a woman doesn't get a woman that's make 50 grand a year does not get into a relationship with a man that says, "Oh, my man only makes 50 grand a year." No, you together make 100 grand a year. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the attitude you should have in your mind. Like, oh yeah, we make 100 grand a year, not like my man makes 100. My man only made 50K. I make 50K. My man made 50K. No, we make 100 grand a year. You have that mentality. That's bringing something to the table. You know what I'm saying? If I make 75 grand a year and my girl make 25 grand a year, we make 100 grand a year. Talk like that, and I want her to talk like that. Because if she only makes 25 grand a year, but she talks in her mind like we make 100 grand a year, that means she's coming into my life and my finances. And she's like, oh, how can I use... Add to it? Yes. So it becomes a continuous, the symbiotic family relationship. So y'all both bring everything to the table. That's all it should be. That's all it should be.
And then the last ones are all easy. Hit the wall.
Hit the wall ain't never gonna be easy.
Basically, past your prime.
Yeah.
Past the time where you're desired by everybody.
You said, there's two different types of primes that people don't talk. Women have their beauty and their ability to give birth prime. Men, we have only one prime we worry about: erectile dysfunction. That is it.
That doesn't come till way later.
Then that's it. It can come early to some men though, but for the most part, it comes later. That's about it. That's the only timetables men over. But for men, we got life a little bit easier because we don't go through menopause. We won't have moments in our life where we cannot have families. I can continually have families as long as I can nut. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm balling, it doesn't stop. If I'm balling now, I'm balling at 45, balling at 50, balling at 55, I can still get a 21-year-old. Mm-hmm. And I can get a 21-year-old for a family. That's the difference. A woman, if she's balling in her 50s and 60s, she can get a 20-year-old for sex, but he ain't gonna wife her. Never gonna happen. He'll be like, I fucked a cougar. But he ain't gonna be like,
I want to marry this woman.
He's not, a 21-year-old man is not gonna take home to his 45 to 50-year-old parents saying he's marrying a 50-year-old. Not happening. And y'all might not want to hear that, but that's just facts. But a 50-year-old guy would have no problem bringing home to around his buddies, I'm about to marry this 21-year-old. No, that's just life. So the wall is real. When women come to accept that shit, it'd make their life a lot easier, and they wouldn't wait till they hit the wall to want a relationship. And that's the worst. Like, you can't be living this hot girl summer, this slut walk life, this I can do whatever I want life, till the wall.
And then shame men for not wanting you after
the wall. Yeah, you get to the wall and you be like, "Where are all the good men gone?" and then men my age don't want me. You are perv because you want younger women. Like, no, you had your chance when you were younger women. You were fucking older men. You just didn't play the game right. Instead of you dating older men for marriage, you dated older men for yacht trips, and parties, and boat clubs. And I guarantee you, them older men that were taking them out. One of the relationship is that you didn't want one because you wanted to get on the next yacht. You know what I'm saying? So it was all fun and games, so the guy wanted a relationship, and then you're like, no, no, no. So you would look for the guy at the next yacht. She went to the next yacht, the next yacht, the next yacht, the next yacht. You did that shit all the way to the wall. Being in Dubai, getting pooped on, all this crazy stuff you hear on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You did all that until you hit the wall. Now you hitting the wall, and you know what hitting the wall looks like? When you walk into a club and a guy looks past you to the younger girl. Like right past you. You know what I'm saying? Like you like right past you. That's the wall to women.
And then that's when you get you deserve betters. And put down gently.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that I can get from that.
Yeah, you being put down, Jim. And listen, dude, it's in succession. You hit the wall. Now you deserve better. And now you become a gold digger. You become a gold digger. Now he's like, since I can't get what I want, I'm being so fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna say like I'm gonna put my standards so high, so attainable that if I can't reach him, at least I don't have to say I can't do it.
It's because they couldn't meet my standards.
Yeah, because since they can't meet my standards, that's all I could. They live in the level of delusion. It's crazy. That's crazy.
We can see that at any age.
No, dude. In the next one, they live in a level of delusion so crazy they become gold diggers, and gold diggers only want the best top guys. And Chad don't give a fuck. The thing about Chads will fuck fat girls, ugly girls, big girls. They only care about just rostering them out. You know what I'm saying? They said the 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Chad don't give a care. Chad is the basic reason why ones and twos thinks they're tens. Because if a 1 and 2 can have sex with a Chad, she's really thinking that she can get a relationship with that motherfucker. Not knowing that she ain't nothing but a slow Tuesday.
And then the last one's easy.
Yeah.
It's just
common courtesy, man. And
you're not gonna call somebody that.
Yeah, it's common courtesy, man. And no man holding his charge is gonna refer to a woman as a bitch and a hoe, even if he knows she is. He's gonna act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? If I know that you out there being a slut, getting tossed down, getting changed around, doing OnlyFans,
and you're gonna get treated not with the same respect or the same goals as if you weren't those things.
Exactly, and that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna treat you differently. I'm not gonna call you out your name. I'm not gonna put you on Front Street.
You're not gonna be treated wrong. You're just not gonna be treated the same.
Yeah, let's say you'll get the common decency of a person walking down the street, but you're not gonna get the luxuries of somebody I want to be an active part of my life. Because like, I don't want those type of people teaching the younger women in my life to be like that. Well, I think we went through most of this list and debunked and somewhat agreed with some of the things she said. But I understand where she's coming from this. But at the end of the day, I will say this always: in a world where a lot of men have been raised by single mothers, I would put out a call for all men to embrace red pill for some time, because that's currently the only way, other than you having a mentor in the sports field, to figure out female nature. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I prescribe to you to go into red pill, find a content creator that suits who you are individually, because they're not all the same. There's many different avenues under red pill, and find where you can find your masculinity. You know what I'm saying? There's the toxic red pill, there's black pill, there's MGTOW. There's a whole different way. There's a lot you can go into there, but just figure out which one works for you. Mm-hmm. You get anything to add?
No, not really. No, I think you said everything.
Well, here we go. This is part 2 of How to Avoid Red Pill Men. Once again, Dino Reacts, Chef Kiss. I'm out.